Two children, aged 7 and 13, were left with chemical burns after suffering allergic reaction to henna tattoos they had as a treat on holiday in Mallorca. Two children could be left permanently scarred after henna tattoos they got while on holiday in Mallorca left them with chemical burns. Nathaniel Hainsworth, 13, and Kane Archibald, 7, broke out in blisters around 8 days after getting the popular temporary black tattoos from an elderly man in a shop in the resort of Cala. But Nathaniel was left with an angry and inflamed red outline of a leopard on his back while the lizard on Kane's arm suffered the same fate. Their mother Kane Archibald, who also had a henna tattoo but didn't suffer a reaction, said, "The boys had mentioned getting henna tattoos and I said that if we had some spare money at the end of the holiday they could. On our last day we spotted an old man in a shop who was doing them. We all got them and they looked great. There was no reaction at all. Everything seemed fine and the kids were really happy." The family, from Ryhope, Sunderland, flew home at the end of May, but within 8 days the children's temporary tattoos had begun to swell, itch and burn. Mrs. Archibald, who works as a carer, said, 8 days later the boys came home from school and Kane said his arm was itchy and hot and hurt to touch. A doctor at A&E said it was an allergic reaction, but on the 9th day they started to get really angry and red, so I took them back. There was loads of little blisters all over and they were getting worse. This time medics said that they were chemical burns and the children might be left scarred for life. I just couldn't believe the kids had suffered such a reaction to something that people get done all the time when they're on holiday. I was totally shocked. The boys have been referred to a burns unit at the Royal Victoria Infirmary in Newcastle, have had tattoos bandaged up and been given antihistamine syrup. They have also been told they must apply E45 up to 6 times a day for up to 3 months. The tattoos were carried out using black henna, in which a substance called paraffinidium is used. The chemical is usually used in hair dyes, and not in brown or other colored henna. It can cause blistering of the skin, painful burns and in some cases lead to scarring. Mrs. Archibald believes she didn't suffer an adverse reaction because she is used to dyeing her hair. The 35-year-old, who is married to Stephen, 38, added, "The blisters were really bad. When I first saw Kane's arm it was really raised. It was as though the whole tattoo had risen out of the skin and swollen. It was hot to touch. I was really shocked. I want to warn other parents about the dangers of getting the temporary tattoos. I hadn't thought anything of it. I don't know how long they will take to heal. They aren't allowed to have any contact with the sun. Now we don't know if we can go back abroad. We had planned another holiday but we have been told if you expose the marks to the sun they can come back for 6 years or permanently scar. We are hoping it will just go back to normal, praying it is not permanent."